Good afternoon and welcome to the January 11th, 2024 regular board meeting of the Sunshine Coast Regional District. I'd like to call the meeting to order at 2:15 p.m. and acknowledge that the Sunshine Coast Regional District is within the territory of the Seashelt and Squamish First Nations. We have an amended agenda before us. Are there any additions to the agenda? Yes, Director McMahon.
Yeah, I have an item under new business, which is April 11th board meeting.
Okay, I made note of that one. Director Toth.
Thank you, Chair. Given the late start and how punchy we're all getting, I'd like to suggest that maybe we remove directors' reports from the meeting today.
Okay. Second. All in favor? Any opposed? That passes. So we'll strike off directors' reports. Okay. Can I have a motion to adopt the agenda? Yes. I see a motion made, see it seconded. All those in favor? Any opposed? No. We now have an amended agenda before us. So we'll move on to item number 2, which is the regular board meeting minutes of December 14th, 2023. Is there any errors or omissions? Seeing none, can I have a motion to adopt the minutes? Director Toth, Director Bax, thank you. All those in favor? That passes. Okay. So then we move on to business arising from minutes and unfinished business. Any of that stuff? No? Okay. We have no presentations and delegations. So we'll move on to reports, which is Committee of the Whole recommendations 1 to 6 of December 14th, 2023. Annex B, pages 22 to 44. I'm just moving there. Just give me a sec here. I think I'm moving there. Before adopting it as a block, does anybody want to pull any of them? No? Okay, can I have a motion to adopt them? Director Toss, seconded by Director Stamford. Any discussion? No more discussion? All those in favor? Any opposed? No, that passes. We have a new item, 3A, which is somewhere here. Committee of the Whole recommendations number 4 of January 11th, 2024. Can I have a motion to adopt that? Yes. Director McMahon, Director Stamford. Any discussion? No? All those in favor? That passes. We now move on to item number 4, which is District of Seashell Council letter dated November 30th, 2023. Annex C, page 45. Any discussions on that? Then we will just move on, accept that letter is received. Thank you. Now we're into a motion, and I believe we have a new motion to replace that. Director Toth, do you have that motion?
Thanks, Chair. I do have the wording in front of me here. So rather than what's in the agenda, it would be that the Sunshine Coast Regional District, SCRD, along with the Seashell Nation, approves the District of Seashell as the lead applicant to apply for, receive, and manage the Complete Communities Grant of up to $250,000 on our behalf, and that the Sunshine Coast Regional District supports the current proposed activities identified in the application.
Thank you. You making that motion? And seconder? Yes, Director McMahon. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? No, that passes. Now, I believe Director White would like to make another motion in line with
Yeah,
this.
and that be that the SCRD supply a letter of support to the town of Gibson's for their application to this grant. It's a Connecting Communities grant, is that it? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Complete Communities Grant.
Complete Communities grant, yeah.
Yes, I got it. Okay.
And I just for the directors who haven't been in on the conversation, there was communications amongst staff about working together all on one grant, but by the time it happened, the town was already pretty far into our grant, which connects closely to our own OCP update work that's going on. So this was suggested by staff that the best way to support each other would be to do a and this actually came from the SCRD. I haven't even talked to Manny yet. The best way to do it would be to supply a letter of support. So that's the recommendation from SCRD staff.
Thank you very much. Nice to see Team Sunshine Coast in action here. So Director Wade is making that motion. Do I see a seconder? Yes, Director Toth. Any further discussions? Seeing none, call the question. All those in favor? Any opposed? No, that passes. Okay, so we have no bylaws. We have no director's reports, but we do have an item of new business. And I believe I'll call on Director McMahon to introduce that.
Yes. We have meetings scheduled for Thursday, April 11th, but we need to be in Victoria for the AVICC convention, which formally starts at noon, but in fact, there are a number of important workshops in the morning. So we actually need to be there in the morning, and that creates a problem for travel. So my suggestion, I did ask staff if we could reschedule those meetings, but their preference was that we cancel instead. We can always, of course, if necessary, schedule a special meeting if we have a lot of business. But I'm going to recommend that we cancel the April 11th regular meetings.
Seems like a good plan to me, so I think that's a motion. And do we have a seconder? Yes. Darren Inkster? Director Inkster? Oh, sorry, Corporate Officer?
Just a question for clarification. The committee of the whole as well as the board meeting, is that the resolution?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody disagrees with that, but I think that's a sensible thing to do.
Everybody's good then? Any further discussion? We got a good enough motion there? Yes, Director Toth, you have?
Thank you, Chair. I'm just struggling because we're talking about the Thursday. AVIC starts in the morning on the Friday. Our committee of the whole would start at 9:30, go to noon typically. So I wonder if we do need to cancel that committee of the whole, but other directors have farther to travel than I do in this particular instance, so I'll leave it there.
Yes, Director McMahon?
It is at the pleasure of the board. I am the Cal 1 chair, and I can't be there because I'm on the AVICC executive, and I have to be in Victoria that day for a pre-convention meeting. So, but I do have a vice chair. So, again, it's at the pleasure of the board.
Is there any further comments before I call the question? Are you satisfied, Director Toth?
I don't know yet, Chair. Apologies. I don't want to complicate things, and I don't want to cause undue stress for everybody else if our morning meeting runs late the way this morning did, so.
Yeah, you end up getting in there quite late when you start traveling late. Yes.
So,
Director Inkster, please.
I mean, we can cancel both, as has been proposed, kind of sensible, and the chair won't be here. But I'm assuming if we need to schedule one that morning, we can, in future, schedule that meeting again. right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm okay with that, because if we need to, we can schedule and they would just insert
If
the
we,
new
if we're
vice
ending
chair.
up with so much business to do, we'll just have to schedule it
Yeah,
at a different time.
yeah, or that morning, yeah.
Yes. Okay, we ready for the question? All those in favor? Any opposed? No opposed? That passes. Okay. I'd like to make a motion that the public be excluded from attendance. I need to go in camera, and that the public be excluded from attendance at the meeting in accordance with section 91E and K of the Community Charter. I see a motion, I see a seconder. All those in favor? Okay, we'll go in camera. Welcome back to the regular board meeting of January 11th, 2024. The last item of business is a motion to adjourn. Do I see a motion? Yes, Director Toth, seconded Director Bax. All those in favor? We are adjourned. Thank you.